Hello then. Okay, so here we've got something really individual, real custom build, and so much thought and ingenuity has gone into the creation of this. As you can see, it's finished in Turkish screen, but then with a custom mix lilac on the top. It does come with the twin axle trailer, which is built on it's actually, we've got photographs of the Beetle as it was when it started. So it's primarily Beetle body, but it's on a box frame, box steel chassis. I'll show you in a moment, but it actually, you can either use it as an extra bedroom, or you can lower the whole rear floor, rear valance, and load a classic scooter, something like a Lambretta, into the back of it. The people, when they built it, actually had a colour matched scooter that they used to take to shows as well. So it's very versatile and really unique. So 1961, it's a right-hand drive UK bus. As you can see, it's got the small bullet indicators on the front. It's had the deluxe trim added to it, also had the alloy step. What we'll try to do first is take you around panel by panel, as I always do, to show you if there are any imperfections. We come along the bottom of the window, the windscreen, it's all good. The rubbers are nice and supple, so they're not letting any water in. No, excuse me, no cracks or anything, any corrosion on the front panel. As we come round onto the front dog leg, you can see everything is as it should be, and up through the door. And we'll go up around the gutters. You can see it's all good. We just went past, just caught sight, just there, just a little dimple, but I'm literally catching that in the light. You can't, it's very difficult to see it ordinarily. The paint is starting to show its age a little bit on the lilac, but still very presentable and not sort of full of rot. Just went past, there's just a little chip there, but overall still a nice standard. If we come down onto this door, you can see no corrosion issues. The hubcaps, really critical, slightly pitted, but again, you can see how well they shine up. Moving along on the sill and the rear quarter and the bottom of the doors, it's all good. And along the window levels there, nice polished pop out on the back there. And as we move down through, you can see the rear wheel arch is very good. On the level of the battery tray, it's okay. It's good, but we've just got a little crack there. Not a major issue, but as you know, I always want to sort of point out any imperfections that I see. Rear lights, they're not standard, or at least not the higher ones, but they're for safety. They're perfect. On the rear hatch and the engine lid, you can see they're all clean. Just slight spottings there, but doesn't look really like rust coming through. It almost looks like something's tapped against it and sort of chipped the paint off. On this side, it's all good. Just a tiny little scratch on the bumper there, and then again on this rear wheel arch and along the sill is all good. And she's pretty straight as well, as you can see in the reflection. Again, another pop out polished on this side. And then as we move down, it's got the gorgeous earlier door handles, and the interior, although it looks like fabric, it's really clever. It looks like fabric, but it's actually a vinyl. One of the custom touches that the builder has put in there are the headrests, 3 because of the bench seat, but they actually move, so you know they would suit any age, any height. They'd sit very nicely. In the dashboard there's an original radio, probably just for show, I would expect, and it's got the really nice cool original KA steering knob on there. We've got a couple of speakers that have been color coded down there, and you can see over there that's actually the washer bottle, but even there, just the amount of consideration in the design is lovely. We'll have a look properly in the back in half a minute, but let's just go down to the trailer a moment, and you can see the peak that they've fabricated on the front there, and then the V to sort of mimic the split screen. It's, you know, it's no small job. It really, you know, so many of them you just see with a flat panel, and this is far from it. Cool little alloy guards there, sort of steps, say twin axle. It's even still got the opening quarter lights in the windows there. When we come around the back, you can see the original engine lid, but then goes up to the hinges at the top. We've got a small Pope's nose, and then even this moulding, you know, so much thought has gone into the design of it. And then when we open the rear, it's on hydraulic rams, and then you can see, to begin with, we've got 2 mattresses, so as an extra bedding accommodation, sleeping accommodation, it's fantastic. But then these pop up to the sides, you can still leave them in place, remove this panel, and then pop that and that up. So everything is designed so you could go away, strap it. You could actually, this whole section here lowers down with a jack from the side, so the whole thing lowers down, and then you can push your classic scooter, probably a small motorbike as well, back into there, and you've got lashing rings, 2 at this end and 2 down the further. So to take your classic scooter or motorbike to a show as well, or indeed to use like a monkey bike or something like that whilst you're on holiday, and leave the camper and the trailer set up in one place. So it's a fantastic design. Or of course, if you wanted to put your camping gear, your awning, deck chairs, mountain bikes, it could all go in there. So really versatile and incredibly well built. If we then follow me around to the van itself, we'll start with in the rear door. So if we start looking at the cabinetry, it's all a individual one-off, beautiful, really deep drawers. But the way that they've been built is absolutely superb. Even the detail, if we look at, it's almost quite Art Deco with the white lines actually in the doors there. Really nice chrome catches, and there's a cupboard on this side and a matching one on the other side. If we then go to the main accommodation, so we'll open that door there and that door there. First of all, if we can see the white lines and the little trim around the top, it's all matching right the way through. This actually houses a cooker, and it is, sorry, a hob I should say. It's a proper period Primus hob. That clips on there and there. The front doors fold round. There's your heat shield and there's your hob. Gas pipe is connected there, and it's all beautifully done, and just like the old Devons, but just the builder has just put a slight twist on it. If we then look at the cupboards there, and right the way through, the gold that there is in the varnish is beautiful, but all the way through you can see again the same stripes carrying on through the opening. We've got this beautiful little trim in here, and even when you look at the floor tiles, they haven't just put lino down. These are individual tiles, and around the edges, you know, they've edged it properly, so everything is so well crafted. On that note, just rather than just a table and separate piece of wood, if we have a look just a little bit closer, we've got two catches. So one this side and one this side, and you can see how beautiful all of the wood is. And if I get Charlotte to hold the camera again, so what we're going to do, it hinges up like that and then pulls forward, and you can see it's all one piece. So it then locks down both pieces together, so you've got a hinge at the back, hinge in the middle, and that then is your bed level. So the two small cushions come into there to make your bed. So, and then to pop it back out the way, it just again pushes back up like that with two clips either side, and pop your table leg down. I then wondered why we had a little chrome knob on here, so I actually moved the cushion out the way when we were doing the sort of the bed. That lifts up, comes all the way up, and that bit of wood then comes forward, lifts off its tiny little pegs, and then you've got sort of a spice rack shelving in there as well. So every space has been utilised, but instead of using sort of a off-the-shelf hinge and catch, they've really thought about everything, and the craftsmanship is just beautiful. So you just line that up, slide it down, and there it goes. Push the cushion back in and pop that cushion there. It just goes on and on. On the back of the headrests, you've got the Volkswagen logo. Even when you look at the top of the cabinet, it's beautifully curved round the back, nice little black infill, and again the trim, the white lines, and the chrome catches. It's beautiful, everything that they've done. Although if you want off the shelf Volkswagen, it's not a Devon, it's not a Westie, it's totally unique and so well built. So hopefully you'll enjoy the video. Don't forget, look at our page and like it, and then you'll be able to keep track of all the new stock as it arrives. Thank you.